Welcome to Leadhead, guys. This is going to be a different video. It's going to be some footage of a big snook I caught using the GoPro Max in 360 view. So it kind of appears like there's a cameraman on the boat, but really it's just some editing with the power of the GoPro Max and what it can do to help you guys make videos. Fishing wise, a lot happens in 360 around the boat, so it can really kind of follow you along, see weird stuff, see dolphins, and whatever happens, you've got camera footage of not only you, but everything that's going on the boat. So the video is going to be, the first part is going to be the actual footage of this big snook I got, and the second half is going to be showing you guys just some software stuff, how it all works. If you guys want to capture some memories, some good things that happen on the boat with the Max, I can show you guys kind of some real basics on how to get it together and how to edit it so you can put it in the YouTube video like this. Big fish. I'm on my way out and I dropped the line in the water. I gotta measure this guy. Just a 31 on the way out. What do you think of that one, boys? A 31. 31. Oh, where did it go? It's not a bad way to start out the morning. Let's go. So how is the camera moving? How is the camera following me around? Well, it's easy. And it's just the GoPro Max. And I record in 360 mode. Here's my camera. Guys, and how I mount it is I put this to a pole. There's some brackets you guys can get on GoPro's website. And it mounts like this. I put it in 360 mode, video mode. I hit the record button and I just let it record everything. You know, I have 5 batteries. That just basically is enough to get me through an 8-hour day. Just changing the battery every couple hours. So you let that go, and what it does, it films everything. Films everything in 360 mode. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you, once you take your SD card out after a day of fishing or whatever activity you're doing, you pop it in your computer. And GoPro Player, you do need somewhat of an updated computer. You can go look at their software requirements for it, but you plug it in and the GoPro Player opens up and it allows you to see the 360 video, edit it, put in some keyframes, really make it whatever you want. But anything that happens in a 360 view is gonna be on film for you. So if you have multiple people on the boat, something cool happens off to the side outside the main camera view or anything, you have everything. I've got some pretty cool stuff unexpectedly I didn't see when it happened, you know, after the fact, where I'm like, wait a second, what is that? What is that? That's cool. So this is it. I'm gonna give you guys a really quick tutorial and just show you what it can do. So what you see here, when you open up the file, the 360 file on your GoPro, you can see it. You can just drag the mouse, you can zoom in and out, you can move around, you can see everything 360 from the boat that's going on. And then there's some controls over there, so you can kind of flatten the horizon, you can zoom in and out, you can do pretty much anything. And it's easier if you use the quick keys, but over on the right hand side of the screen, you're gonna see a little magnifying glass, and you can rotations and things like that you can click on. But if you hold down control, you can kind of change it, and hold down control, you can flatten the horizon, and just dragging the mouse lets you kind of orient, you know, your surroundings. But all right, so basically here's my father-in-law Gary fishing from the back of the boat. You can see I got the GoPro just kind of mounted off the back pole, but that center button where the circle is, you can basically select where you want. So we can kind of straighten it out, and this is going to be the first keyframe, and we're going to work from this. Okay, in a second he's going to cast it out here, and so that's a good angle for the cast for sure. Let's see, let's kind of dial this in. We can get the cast. That's when the cast leaves. Okay, now you can kind of see it splash off in the distance there. So I want to get the shot to kind of move and show where the cast lasts, so we can straighten it out, and we'll put another keyframe there. So let's watch back and see what we have. Make sure it's good. He makes the cast, boom, the cast lands out there. Okay, now we're gonna want to back up, right? Watch him reel a little bit. We can decide kind of what angle is going to be best here, what one looks the best. If you get too funky with it, it can almost make you sick. So we kind of like this one, so we'll go with this. He's reeling along. And of course, I probably will speed this up during editing when I actually edit the video, but we're making an MP4 clip out of that 360 film right now that we're going to use to work from. So here's Gary. Okay, looks like we got a hook set here. Okay, so we're going to put another keyframe here where we want to catch the hook set. So from that last point to this point, the camera is going to slowly move from that one angle we were at until this point where he sets the hook on the fish. Okay, so we're going to watch him fight it a little bit here, reeling it in. The fish is getting closer to the boat. We still like our frame. Now we can make it kind of cool effect. And when we see the fish, we can actually zoom in a little bit and watch him swing this fish up here. So we just decide where we want the camera to be at what point. So there you go. He's got the fish. He's going to swing it up, and we're going to make sure we're straightened out here, so we're getting everything. That's a little too low, so we're going to make it a little higher here. We've got that trout he's caught there on film pretty well. We're going to back it up just a little. We're just adding little frames at a time and straightening things out when we want to move it, but the camera is going to move and shift from the last point to the current point, so just remember that. If you do too dramatic, it's going to go really, really fast. So we're backing out so we get a good, you know, glimpse of what he's actually doing here. And he's gonna take the hook off. A lot of this I'm gonna edit out later, you know, or speed it up significantly. And then we're gonna get the release. And the cool part is here, we can make sure we zoom in on that release, and we're going through, okay, that's where the fish hits the water. So let's go and zoom in a bit. And what it's gonna do from that last point to this point, the camera's gonna zoom with the fish as it falls into the water. So let's go back and rewatch and kind of scrub this a little bit and make sure this is what we were thinking it was gonna be. So we got the cast. Okay, cool. Zooms in, we see where he's casting, he's reeling along. Okay, that next spot's gonna be the hook set, right? Remember? So boom, we got the hook set. We're reeling, we're zooming a little bit. See how gently that moves in, because we want to get the fish. He's gonna swing it up here. And there's Gary with the fish. Like I said, we're gonna speed this up in post, and we're gonna get a pretty cool release on the fish as it zooms in and the fish takes off, which would make a really good transition, you know, into, you know, the MP4 that you're actually gonna edit. And then you just simply click on that scissors. All right, we're gonna go back to the beginning of the clip where he makes the cast. Make sure we get all that in there. Looks like it's about right there. So we're gonna click the scissors, and then all you're doing here is you're clicking the export button. You're creating an MP4 file. We'll name it, you know, Gary Trout or whatever, and we're gonna save it, and it's gonna take not long. In the top right, you'll see it's exporting. That's gonna create an MP4 file, just like all your regular GoPro files, and you'll be able to put that into your whatever video software you use. I use Final Cut Pro, and you'll be able to edit it from there just like any other clip. But you need to do this before you drag your 360 files in, unless you want a true 360 video, which would be totally different format and everything. But it's not that hard. I mean, there's a way more to go into on this, but what I just showed you guys, that's definitely simple basics, and just kind of hopefully give you guys an idea what is possible when you go fishing. You gotta weigh just to mount the 360 cam, you can capture everything. Because you've probably been out fishing if you're recording and you missed a bunch of stuff, and you just won't miss it with the 360. It does take more time, a little more effort, but you can really make some really unique and cool footage. Thanks for watching. Again, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, send me a message. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on all those things. I'm really focused on YouTube, but check me out in the other places and hit me with a message. Thanks for watching, boys. I'm gonna have to get up out of my chair for this.